So, picture this. I'm working as a security guard at this old, partially abandoned hospital. The kind of place that looks like it's straight out of a horror movie. Flickering lights, peeling paint, long hallways that echo with every step. My job was simple. Sit in the security office, watch the cameras, and do hourly patrols. Most nights were boring. Just me, a thermos of coffee, and the sound of rats scurrying in the walls. But the basement, oh, the basement was something else. The basement was a labyrinth of darkness. Rusted medical equipment, broken gurneys, and stacks of old files filled the rooms. The air was always damp, and there was this weird metallic smell that clung to everything. I hated going down there. The cameras were grainy, barely functional, but they were better than nothing. One night, around 3 a.m., I'm sitting in the security office, half asleep, when I see something on the basement camera. A man just standing there in the middle of the hallway. He's tall, wearing what looks like an old hospital gown, and his face, I couldn't see it. It was like the shadows were hiding him. My heart just stops. No one's supposed to be down there. No one. I switch to another camera angle, thinking maybe it's a glitch. But when I switch back, he's gone, vanished. I tell myself it's nothing, just my tired eyes playing tricks on me. But something about the way he stood there, so still, so wrong, it sticks with me. I grab my flashlight and radio, deciding to check it out. The elevator ride down feels like it takes forever. When the doors open, the basement is dead silent, except for the sound of water dripping somewhere in the distance. I walk down the hallway, my flashlight cutting through the darkness. Nothing. No sign of the man. No footprints. No sound. I'm about to leave when I hear it whispering. Dozens of voices, all speaking at once, just below a whisper. It's coming from everywhere and nowhere. My blood turns to ice. I swing my flashlight around, but the hallway's empty. The whispers get louder, more urgent, like they're trying to tell me something. I don't wait to find out. I bolt back to the elevator, my heart pounding in my chest. Back in the security office, I lock the door and watch the cameras for the rest of my shift. Nothing shows up again. I quit the next week. To this day, I can't explain what I saw or heard in that basement. Alright, so this one happened when I was working the night shift at a 24-hour gas station. It was one of those lonely places on the edge of town, surrounded by nothing but empty fields and a long, dark highway. Most of my customers were truckers, stopping for gas or a quick snack. It was a quiet job, but it paid the bills. One night, around 2:30 a.m., the bell above the door chimes. I look up from my book, and there's this guy standing near the entrance. He's tall, wearing a dark hoodie that hides his face. He doesn't move, just stands there, staring at me. I feel this knot form in my stomach. "Can I help you?" I ask, trying to sound casual. He doesn't respond. The silence stretches on, heavy and uncomfortable. Finally, he walks up to the counter, his footsteps unnaturally quiet. He leans in close, and I can see his face pale, almost gray, with hollow eyes that seem to look right through me. "You shouldn't be here," he whispers, his voice low and raspy. I laugh nervously, trying to brush it off. "Yeah, tell me about it. Night shifts suck." He doesn't smile. Instead, he leans in even closer, his breath cold against my face. "They're coming," he says, his voice barely audible. Before I can react, he turns and walks out. I run to the window, but the parking lot's empty. No car, no footsteps, nothing. Just the empty highway and the faint glow of the streetlights. My heart's racing. I check the security footage later, hoping for some explanation, but what I see makes my stomach drop. There's no one there. The door never opened. The man wasn't captured on camera at all. I never worked another night shift after that. To this day, I wonder who or what that man was, and what he meant by their coming. Okay, this one's a doozy. I used to work as a janitor at this high-rise office building. During the day, it's all sleek and modern, but at night, it's a completely different place. The fluorescent lights buzz faintly, and the empty hallways echo with every step. My job was to clean the lobby, restrooms, and common areas, but I avoided the upper floors unless absolutely necessary. One night, I'm mopping the lobby floor when I hear the ding of the elevator. That's weird. No one should be in the building at this hour. I look up and the elevator doors slide open. The car's empty. I shrugged it off, thinking it's just a malfunction. Curious. I check the security feed on the monitor in the janitor's closet. The elevator had stopped on the 7th floor, doors wide open, but no one had entered or exited. I watch as the doors close and the elevator starts moving, again this time heading to the basement. My stomach tightens. The basement's off limits, even to staff. It's used for storage, and the lights are always kept off. When the elevator reaches the basement, the doors open, and I see a figure standing inside. They're not moving. The person's facing the corner. They're back to the camera, completely still. I feel a chill run down my spine. I grab my radio and call my supervisor. No response. I try again, my voice shaking. Still nothing. I turn back to the screen. The elevator's now coming down to the lobby. My chest tightens, and I can feel my pulse in my ears. I drop the mop and run to the parking lot, not looking back. I sit in my car, hands trembling, until the sun comes up. The next morning, I tell my boss what happened. He just sighs and says, "Yeah, you're not the first one to see it." I quit that same day. To this day, I don't know who or what was in that elevator, but I know I never want to find out.